on, everybody? Oh, I guess we're live now. The stupid thing didn't come up. So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We
We're a
have one
mixed
hell of
bag
a
today.
show for you guys today because we are going to be arguing the best Star Wars music and giving our final predictions on the latest episodes of Andor. Plus, as always, we got Housebreaker, some news and rumors, and the Star Wars Impossible quiz. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the most outrageous Star Wars show as we take a journey through Star Wars music. Oh shit,
Oh,
we forgot to hit the thing.
It's button.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Last we will reveal ourselves.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of gods.
Here it comes.
Let's go.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Hey, today I'm okay. I mean, the week's been a mixed bag. Sorry I missed on Wednesday, but today we're recovering, I guess.
Yeah, recovering's the word. I think Garrison and I had pretty much a wild night last night.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Oh, whatever.
I'm not publicly releasing that information.
Oh, fuck, I will. I got no shame. What are you going to do, judge me? Good for you. I'm sorry your life's boring and mine's a little bit exciting. My bad.
Bro,
Hey, yesterday was Garrett's birthday.
Yeah.
yeet. Yes,
How old you turn?
it was.
14?
Yeah,
15,
dude.
damn it. 15.
The big 1-4. Just kidding. Add 10 years to that, and then we're good. 2-4, 24.
24. God
Yeah.
damn.
Damn, I'm 25.
I feel old.
Dude, both of y'all.
Shut up. You hit 25. Hold on. Nobody's going to like you at 25. Fun fact. You're not going to have anybody wanting to hang out with you. You ain't going to be able to do shit. You're going to be stuck at home with your wife. I promise.
25 just seems like a weird age. It's
25
like,
fucking sucks. I
you're, like,
literally
in
have
between,
like
the-
one
all right,
friend.
You're like, yeah, 25.
Other
seems
than
like,
you
all right,
guys, I have
you're
one
an adult
friend.
now. Like a
Both
real
of y'all are
adult.
crazy.
What do you mean?
Like, fuck, y'all, like, I wish I was 24 or 25. I'm about to turn 45 on Monday. I got kids that old. It's,
No.
yeah.
Like I said, you turn 25, you have like one person that wants to hang out with you. And most of the time, it's the person you're living with. And either it's your woman or that roommate that you're stuck with. Like, nobody likes you at 25. It's bullshit. I want to turn 26. I want a little bit of life back.
No, y'all are young. Hey, what's going on, J-Dog, Bodie Collection? How you guys doing today?
Thanks, J-Dog. Appreciate you.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this
Is
shit?
J-Dog new? I don't really.
Yeah,
Uh,
no.
fairly new.
J-Dog's been on here before.
He's been on here a couple
Well, I've
times.
seen him before, but it's fairly recent.
It's one of those days, huh?
That's fine. I guess that shows how much recovering I'm doing today.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you get to be young. When you get old, it just kind of sucks. Life just slows down. It's just
Yeah.
Fuck, it's like
I'm
I hit
taking
25
advantage of
and
being
it's
young.
been 25 for fucking 4 years. It's not fun. This year has been
Yes.
the longest year for me.
it's
I
it
only
can
got a
be.
few good years left.
Oh, shut up.
Pretty soon I'll end up like CJ. I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
So today we're going to be talking about some Star Wars music because Star Wars music is just one of the great things about Star Wars. But first, we got to get to the Housebreaker. It's our little form of an icebreaker that gets us all, gets them outrageous juices flowing, get our brains thinking. So, What do we got for the housebreaker today, Mr. Garrison?
Got you, fellas. All right. So, in honor of the last episode of Andor, which I do want to talk about a little bit because we didn't get to talk on Wednesday, but in honor of the last episode, you just broke out of prison with Andor. Where the fuck are you going?
Home.
Home? Bro,
I'll
that's
find
exactly
a way
where they're going to
home.
be looking.
Well, if I'm not Andor, I think I'll be okay. But if I'm Cassian Andor, I don't know. I'm stuck.
I don't know. I
'Cause
feel like
everybody's
there's a
gonna be
huge
looking.
manhunt. They're going to track down every one of you. This is the Empire we're talking about. Like,
Oh,
don't know, I'd be
shit.
way
They
too
ain't that
scared.
valuable. They're just going to fucking restart the whole building,
Yeah.
fix it, and put another 5,000 people in there.
And the guy who said, like, I don't know, Cassian's friend who's like, we need to, like, help people find out about this. Like, we got to go tell people. I'm like, no, you lie low and make sure nobody ever knows who
You open
are.
you open your mouth, it might get bad for you. That's all I
Yeah.
got to say. Because
I
you're going to
said,
say
you
to the wrong
stay low,
person,
you
he's going to
shut
be
your
a...
mouth.
I'm going to that fucking brothel.
Thank you, Kyle.
Shit, I'm gonna give you some ass. I just been around a bunch of
You've been in
men for about
prison.
I've been
sitting there taking
barefoot with
showers
prison.
and have to look at dicks all day.
God damn.
Fuck that. I'm gonna get some ass.
I'm with Kyle
J
now.
Dog said he was slacking last week, still trying to figure out what time y'all go live. So on Wednesdays we go on at 8 or 9 Eastern Standard Time. So that would be just
7
depending on your time
Mountain
zone. And then on Saturdays we go on at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
And that's 10:30 Mountain Time.
Yeah, so 9 Pacific. And that's 8 p.m. and 12:30 p.m. or 9 p.m. and 12:30 p.m.
It depends
9
on where you're at, J-Dog. That's
Yeah.
the big thing.
So tell me wherever you're at, and I'll tell you what time zone you in.
No,
I'm pretty good at
no.
this.
Show your dedication. Just sit on YouTube all day long until we pop up. And then we'll know.
There you go.
Oh my God, this is annoying. It's like fucking
Or you're here now,
echoing
so
like a
mark what time
motherfucker
you're
in my
here now.
damn ear.
Texas. He's on your time zone.
Texas.
What
Wait,
part
are
of
you
Texas?
northern?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you northern or southern?
Because Texas is in like 3 different time zones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you
What part of
northern or
Texas?
southern?
Either way, he's from the awesome state. I love Texas.
I love Texas too.
Yeah, Texas is a fun place.
All my exes live
Austin is
there.
the shit.
Oh, what?
Sorry, I couldn't let that one.
Why?
Austin's gonna be the new
Sorry.
comedian fucking outlet of the world if it's up to Joe Rogan.
Oh,
man.
Joe.
That dude's
Well,
trying to
and
get
a lot of-
everybody that's a comedian to move there.
Well, that and Texas is pumping out a lot of good country music artists too. Like it's,
Oh God, here
it's-
y'all go with this shit.
hey, you know what? Fuck off! I went and saw Aaron Watson last night.
Fuck, I'm 45 and I don't even like what the fuck.
Northern in Dallas.
We had very different upbringings, it sounds like,
Hey,
Kyle.
actually,
We were raised on
Actually,
country
I'll be
music.
honest with y'all. Let me explain something to you.
gonna
So
say-
last night, I went to sleep. I was watching the History Channel because I like to be learning some shit. So I'm always watching documentaries and history shit. But sometime during the night, the channel got changed to CMT. And I woke up and country music was playing. And I couldn't find the remote because I'd have turned that shit. But I was listening to it, and there's some good, some decent songs. you
So
know.
J Dog, it'll be 11:30 your time. We'll start, by the way.
It'll be Central Standard Time,
Yeah.
and then so
11:30.
it'll be 8 on. Well, how the hell? It depends on what part of Northern Texas.
Well, I just typed in Dallas. He said northern in Dallas.
Oh,
so he's in
Dallas, yeah,
Dallas.
okay.
So I just typed in Dallas
Oh, okay.
because Dallas pretty much has the same time zone, obviously.
Yeah. Well, it's the same time zone as me, Central. So
CMT. I don't give a shit this new country that we're getting on CMT and we're getting on the radio is shit. It is garbage to me.
What are you talking about? Hey, I heard the song.
The
What the
only
hell?
person that
Some
is
good
on the
ones.
radio
I
that
listened
is
to
worth
some
it.
good ones.
The only
Oh.
people that are worth it is like Zach Brown.
I don't know that dude. I heard this song. He like him and his wife, and it was like, "Thank God." That shit was a good song. That was a good
Dallas is
fucking
pumping
song.
out, or not Dallas. Texas is pumping out country music again. So
But,
we're gonna
bro,
gonna
Kyle,
go
you
back
just
to it.
named like every country music song.
I don't know. I think
like,
he's like
something
mixed.
about his
He
wife
was like
and
a mixed
God.
dude. And his wife was fine as shit.
I'm talking about Cody Johnson.
No, he was like a mixed dude. He was like black and white.
Are you talking about
That song was good.
I know he's talking about. Zayn.
I know-
No, oh fuck. Oh.
Last
know-
name is Brown.
Yeah, I see. I was about to say that.
Anyway, that song was good. And then like
Kane
I heard-
Brown. There it is. Kane
That's
Kane
Brown.
Brown, yeah.
He's gonna be here in Idaho soon. I ain't the biggest fan of him
that's
either.
that dude. That song was good as shit. I was like, damn man, like that makes me love my wife anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's a good song, dude. This dude really loves his wife. Like, you know, the problem is, I don't know, country, from listening to the songs that I was listening to today, when I woke up this morning, was kind of like R&B songs with like a country guitar shit playing behind it.
And
But
a
it was
little
like
bit of
old
swing.
school R&B songs, not like this new school R&B where they talking about, you know, it sounds like a rap singing song where they
Right.
talk about, you know, drugging this girl and shit. Like what the hell is going on? But that's kind of what it was. That it was kind of like that. It was like upbeat, you know what I'm saying? Had like good bass lines. It just had a guitar in the background. And that's like all the new songs that were playing this morning as well. I was just like, okay, this ain't too bad. I don't know. My favorite song of all times is Tim McGraw, Don't Take the Girl. That's like my favorite song of all time.
Don't take the girl.
That's a great fucking song.
It
That's
is
a
a good
great
song.
song.
That was
Oh
a
my
good fucking
goodness.
song.
And have y'all seen that dude on TikTok that's singing that song? The black dude?
Oh, I
And
was
fucking
The heavier
Tim
set guy?
McGraw.
McGraw.
Yeah, and Tim McGraw goes on his TikTok and does you know, one of the
Oh, like reactions?
reactions to it. And Tim McGraw's like, fuck man, this dude is singing better than me.
Well,
He's like,
there's
I'm gonna have to
this
take
girl.
some fucking notes. Shit.
There's a girl she was singing, and Tim got on. He's like, why isn't she assigned to a label yet? Like, and
Dude,
this
there's
girl's
so many good-
reaction, she's making coffee as she's watching Tim's reaction to her. And she's like trying not to cry because Tim's like telling people, like, somebody needs to fucking sign this girl. Like, she needs a
Shit,
record.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of good artists on TikTok. Like,
Oh yeah, I
fucking ton
found
of
like 3 musicians on there that I
Like,
listen to
dude,
now. It's like what
if
the
I
hell?
was a music producer now, dude, that's
TikTok's
all I
the way
would
to
do is I'd just go on TikTok and Instagram and watch people fucking perform and be like, that motherfucker's good. Sign him. That person's good. Sign him. That person sucks. Don't sign him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's all I
Kyle-
would do.
Kyle, you've heard me sing on the podcast countless times. I still haven't heard you tell anyone to sign me.
Hey, I'm not
What
a
is this
producer.
trash?
I produce podcasts. That's it. I produce motherfuckers talking. So we're getting on this music tip, and I guess it's on topic because you know today's topic is the best Star Wars music. So I guess we should just start off with the honest to God. What is your favorite Star Wars?
It's in my head right now. I can tell you right now. It's playing in my head.
CJ, can I guess yours?
Yeah.
Duel of Fates.
No. No.
Oh, what, really?
I thought
No.
for sure that was CJ.
It is Anakin's March on the Jedi Temple.
That's a good one.
That
is a
one
good one.
rips.
Yeah.
Just the way it goes in
The
very
whole-
slowly.
66 like sound and song.
Yeah. It
Well, that's a
sounds
good point.
menacing. It sounds like shit's about to break out and it's gonna get bad. And
See, that's why I
that's
like my
why I love
favorite
it.
one. Because the Imperial March is my
Yeah.
That's my shit. Dude, it's on my phone. It's in my car. When you open the car door, when I open my car door, it plays.
Before I got my iPhone, that Anakin's March was my ringtone, my alarm ringtone to wake up. Like it was, that one hit different when you listen to it real closely. It's just like, Jesus, why does it seem like shit's about to blow up?
I like a lot of the music. Like Dual Fates is one of my favorite, but I don't think anything can fuck with the Imperial March. That shit just just the way it starts and the way it just goes, it just feels like it just feels
J-Dog.
like as soon as you hear that song, you just automatically think of Vader. You can't help it. You just think of Vader.
Bodie says, I always play the Imperial March when I kill people in Fortnite. You walk like Vader while it plays. That's funny.
Ever
That's a
so
good one.
slowly.
That song does, that's true. It does make you feel like a badass too. Like if you're like, I could see that.
Like, dude,
Just like
when I used to
the
work out, I used to
badassery
play it.
accompanied with that song.
I used to play that song when I worked out. I had that shit playing on loop just because it would just force me. I'd be like, fuck that, Vader can do it. I can do it too. And let me try to curl this 700 pounds and rip my fucking arms off. Steroids are a motherfucker. But yeah, it was
I wouldn't know.
liar. You took
I've
some
never
type
taken
of
steroids.
You took some type of supplements.
I took
Supplements are
creatine.
different than
Yeah.
supplements
It
are
causes the
different.
same shit. It all does the same shit. Just some of it is stronger than others.
Bro, creatine is not
So-
even close.
Some
to
supplements,
steroids,
just
bro.
an energy
Fuck
booster.
off.
That's all creatine is.
Creatine ain't even an energy booster. Actually, what creatine does is help.
Creatine is naturally occurring, bro.
Yeah. So is steroids. Testosterone. That's all steroids are.
Creatine is in like you eat like meat and you're eating creatine.
You're eating testosterone too.
Different, very different.
It's
You
not
do dry
different, It's all
hits?
the same shit.
Garrison, do you do dry hits? Do you just powder and then water and go, or do you actually mix it up?
No, I usually mix it. I mean, back when I was like earlier, like pre-workout dry hits, maybe, but I was never really big into pre-workouts to begin with. So
I wasn't either.
no.
Just eat good.
Like I don't even take pre-workout now to go to the gym.
A lot of that, a lot of the workout stuff just is bullshit. It's just all you're basically drinking a freaking weight gainer or a protein shake, and they just
Exactly.
put like all that NOS shit and like the nitric oxide and all that shit, different shit. It doesn't do the same thing. Like back when I was working out 20 years ago, that shit was crazy. Like, dude, you could just take creatine that they had back then and NOS, the nitric oxide and like a protein shake, and that's all you needed. And you would freaking get huge. But all that stuff had, all these, because it's all how they break down the molecules. And nowadays, everything is freaking illegal. Everything is considered human growth hormones. So all the old stuff had all that shit in there. Because the shit I was taking was from Max Muscle, and you could buy it at the store, and it was just a testosterone booster. But that shit was crazy. Like freaking, I gained 100 pounds in 12 weeks of muscle.
Damn.
I went from like
That must be
165 to like 255 in a 12-week cycle of that shit. And it was over the counter. You could buy that shit right over the counter. One was like you took like a mass gainer for like 6 weeks. Then you took it went mass gainer, and that shit put weight on you. Then there was like a lean and cut one, and then another one, and then an anti-estrogen, so your estrogen level wouldn't spike after you got done. But I was freaking huge. I grew so fucking fast, I had to start drinking and stop eating to lose weight because
Bro,
my legs and ankles and knees was hurting so bad because I gained weight so fast. That shit was crazy.
That's another reason I'm too scared to like take anything not natural.
Well, you just got to be careful, like, because, like, if you're not trying to get real big, don't take a mass gainer. Don't take any type of mass gainer because that's just high. It's either like the mass gainer I took, it just made me hungry. I couldn't get full. Like, I was hungry 24 hours a day. I was constantly eating. And then when I went to, then when you get to the lean, it cuts you because I probably put on 150 pounds in 12 weeks, but then when you take the cutting one, then it sucks all that water out of you and shit, and it starts drawing in all your muscles, and then you just fucking cut. I was ripped. I still have stretch marks from 20 years ago that still haven't went away because I grew so fast. That shit was crazy. And you could buy this right over the counter.
I'm
They stole it at.
Kyle, scoot back, stand up, take off your shirt. Let's do some posing. You want to sit?
Oh, no, I ain't got nothing there. I'm off. I don't work hard no more. I'm just getting fat. I lift up, you just gonna see a beer gut and I don't even drink beer. But nah, it's but that's what I used to use to work out. I used to put on the Imperial March. That shit used to just make me I go nuts.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I had Anakin's March on the Temple as my ringtone to wake up. And it was like you get, for me, I'd wake up and I'd get in that mood of like, okay, cool, I'm about to go fuck some shit up and go work, you know.
What's going on, Star Wars team leader? My bad, CJ.
That's all good. No, it's all good. I don't
Right.
know. It gave you that mode of like, I'm here to fucking wreck shit. Like I'm ready to go. And I don't know why I made it that my ringtone, and it triggered something else. I think that's what is so good about that song, is that you're sitting there and you're like, damn, someone's gonna die tonight. Like that's that mood you get from that song, is someone's gonna die tonight. What up, Lenny?
For me, I'm like stuck in between like a couple. Like I got a top three. Obviously, Imperial Death March is always great. Then like the typical Star Wars like soundtrack. How does that go? Like the
original theme.
Yeah, the theme
the
song.
original. Those two will always be like, just because they're so recognizable as Star Wars. Like, oh my gosh, yes, let's go. But then, I really do love Duel of the Fates. Like
That's my
just
number
the most
two.
epic fight music. Oh my!
And what I love is that, like in season 7 of Clone Wars, when it's Ahsoka versus Maul, they did a remix version of that as they're fighting each other. Yeah, if you really listen closely, you'll hear it, and it's like,
dude, you know it's another great thing. Like if you go on YouTube and you just listen to all the different remixes of them, dude, they got some dope ass remixes on YouTube. Like where they like put bass lines in there and different like that shit is so epic. Like, oh my god, shit. Some of them is called like Duel of Fate's epic version, and it's just like holy shit.
It's incredible how good the music is from Star Wars and how well it goes with the movie and just oh man,
dude, how well it goes with all kind of shit.
Oh man, you can put it damn near anywhere. Like if you watch Fanboys, they use some of the music that John Williams made in Fanboys, and it's like, all right, it's a movie about guys wanting to go see Star Wars, and the music is not even in a fucking Star Wars atmosphere. Fits like his music is iconic all the way through.
Is.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many different elements of the music. And John Williams,
Which one?
I have to say, John Williams and
Genius,
that
the
dude
God?
from that's doing the Mandalorian, they're freaking awesome. The dude that's doing Andor, I don't know what the fuck they are thinking, because it just doesn't make no sense. Why do you have a different theme song for every episode? Like,
Dude,
why
for me,
would you
it's
do that?
Like you got goddamn George Lucas and John Williams are like the Zeus and Poseidon of movies, of filmmaking. Just like guides with what they did, I think.
Dude, they just did something that
What are you reading?
Sorry.
Oh, that's Omega Psi. That's actually a great point. Hans Zimmer could be Zeus. Hans Zimmer does have some great soundtracks. Which, side note, for my birthday, Addison did get me Hans Zimmer. Like, we're going to a Hans Zimmer in concert.
What?
So that's
like
kind of dope.
You're breaking in and out, my guy. This is like some bad cell service kind of deal.
Me
Can
or
you hear me?
Kyle?
no, it's
No,
me.
Kyle.
Oh, okay.
And I don't understand because it's showing me this freaking connection is unstable. If you have Wi-Fi, remove plugging to the router, move closer or plug into router. I don't have Wi-Fi. Like, I don't have Wi-Fi on my computer.
Well,
I don't
guess
get that shit. It's direct
is why
connected.
We're having problems.
Nah. I always direct connect everything because Wi-Fi is too unpredictable. I don't like that shit. I don't like the way that Wi-Fi does, because it does shit like this, and I don't know why it's doing it. I don't have a Wi-Fi router in my or a receptor in my computer. I told them to leave it out because I already knew that I was going to be plugging in directly. So I didn't even pay for when they built my computer, because I had in Colorado they had a place called Micro Center, and Micro Center is like the fucking gods of computers. Them dudes know everything. So I had them build my computer, and when they built it, they asked me, "Do you want a Wi-Fi thing in there?" I said, "No, I don't want no Wi-Fi shit. I don't need no Wi-Fi because I'm plugging in. I would rather have something that's direct plug, because then you shouldn't lose signal." That's what I'm saying. This has something to do with StreamYard. I don't know what it is, because I don't even have a router, but it's popping up on here that I'm under Wi-Fi, and it's like I'm not. But it's just like I don't understand what's going on with, like, my whole computer system just did some weird shit, because now my microphone is all messed up. It's doing weird shit on my backgrounds. It's like, and I don't know what happened. Like, I didn't get no updates. Nothing's happened to make me, and it's been happening since last Saturday. It's just been all, like, every time I come on StreamYard now, I have to reset up everything in order to get my background to work right. Right now, my microphone is echoing like a mug, and I don't know why. It's never done that shit before. Like, I'm hearing me on my headphones, like, loud, and I don't know why it's doing that. It never do that. I'm gonna have to go through and just reset up everything and save it all again. What's going on, Elijah? Elijah says, "Do you think Cal Kestis will show up in a Disney series soon?"
I think they're gonna wait until after the next game. I think they're gonna see how the next game does, how big of a character Cal Kestis becomes. So I think it depends on the reception that they get in the next game, and then there might be a really good chance.
I would think maybe because the time period for Cal Kestis is right, like in Andor, right?
Give or take.
You know,
It's
somewhere.
Rebels Andor time, yeah.
So if they are going to bring him in, they would be bringing him in pretty soon. Or they could. Does he die in the game? Or
No.
so then they
He's
might.
the only
bring him
motherfucker that
in.
can survive Vader the way he did.
They might bring him in The Mandalorian, but I don't know. I would think if they're gonna bring him in, they'd bring him in the Andor series, or maybe even I don't know if he'll bring him in whatchamacallit. They might bring him in the Bad Batch, because we have to see how far out the Bad Batch make it. You know, is it like is it coming right after where it left off, or it's going to skip like a couple years, and is Omega going to be older? Which that's something that I just noticed on Mike's book. So I'm doing Brotherhood on the other podcast, and he has female stormtroopers in it. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I didn't realize it the first time I listened to it, but now that I'm going back over it on the other podcast, I don't understand why he has female stormtroopers. Like, we didn't see a female stormtrooper or a clone trooper until Omega, and Omega's not even really a clone trooper; she's just a clone. And then we don't see another one until what? It was probably.
Although it could be the case, like it's just a like.
When was Veronica Blue?
I have no
Or Verona
idea.
Blue,
It's in
I
the
mean.
sequels.
She was in one of the sequels, and she's the first female that we hear.
Right.
So that was kind of weird.
It's probably just like real special forces, because like stormtroopers are like the Empire's more elite soldier.
Yes,
so it's
Lenny.
like real special forces. You have a lot less females in like special forces. There's just comparatively
Lenny,
more males.
You are exactly right, and I promise you, I'm not doing another new book for a long time on another podcast.
Yeah.
Nah, Brotherhood's a good book. It's just boring. It's like freaking. Oh, there's no action. 22 chapters. 23.
I have it.
The 23rd one will come
up
out
on the books,
and there's no action. There's freaking none. It's just a bunch of talking. Like, Jesus. Oh, Garrison got the bubble guts. He had to run to the bathroom.
I heard that. I'm not wrong, but I heard that.
you better run.
But
if we make him laugh too hard, he might shit himself. We better be careful.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't get. I mean, it's a good book. I'm not gonna sit back and say it's not a good book. There's just no action. And when you're trying to do a podcast and you're trying to talk about it and let the book play and, and talk about what's going on in the book, and there's nothing to talk about because ain't shit happening, it's really, really boring. I'm like, dude, why did I decide to do this? And it wasn't even that I decided this. That's what everybody requested. Because I usually do the next book off of how many requests I get. Like, I got like 2,000 requests to do Brotherhood. So I did Brotherhood. But I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going back to the Old Republic. I might go do, well, I can't do none of the High Republic books because they're all Del Rey, and I don't have a contract with Del Rey. So it's just, yeah, and there's 54 chapters in it, and we're only on 22, and ain't shit happened. 23 now. Because 23 comes out on Tuesday, and there's no action in 23. Like, so it's just talking. It's just everybody's just talking, and it's just not any good. It just makes it very boring. But I have to give it to the people, doing the background musics and stuff, and
I don't know what's going on, guys. Garrison's shitting. Kyle's freezing.
On the Ascendancy, they got some great music.
What?
When did it cut off?
You got to give it credit, and then boom, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I was the only one here. I was like, I don't know. Garrison's shitting. Kyle's freezing. I don't know,
what's
guys.
going on with this damn thing, man. I don't know. I got to go in and do some shit. I don't know. Because it's just been doing this for, like it did it way back in the day, but I haven't had no problems. But yeah, it's I don't get it. So, if you could have one theme that could like dictate your life, one Star Wars theme that could like dictate like your life, what would it be?
Anakin's March, man. Like I said, it would wake
That
me
would
up in the
dictate
morning.
your life. Your life ain't that dope.
That's what I'm saying. Well, if it can dictate, it's gonna be that dope. Fuck off. But no, I think Anakin's theme. I think, like I said, I wake up. It was that feeling, you know.
I'm sorry, I just read Garrison's message.
I mean, he's got to slow down on the drinking if that's what's gonna happen to him.
Hey, so Garrett just messaged us on our private chat. He just said, "Fuck me." He's blowing a valve. He's losing oil quickly.
He's gonna have a rod knock when he's done.
Omega Psi, ha ha ha. Rest in peace to Garrison. I don't know if I could have one that could dictate my life. I don't know what it would be. I think it would be the Bad Batch theme.
I like that one too. Like that one's good. Like I said, I just like the Anakin's March because like it gives you that sense of power. Like you can do anything that day. Because when I woke up, you know, you get dressed, made coffee, boom, I'm work 30 minutes early. Let's fuck some shit up. Like it was a good attitude every time I heard it. So it was just like it was that feeling. The fuck is Texas tea?
Yeah, what is it?
Because the last time I was in
alcohol
Texas,
in it.
Texas tea to me was sweet, and that's not being insulting. Like that was
I don't know. Tea works good on a hangover. You know, it really works good on a hangover. That
blue Gatorade.
No, the vitamin water Focus, the yellow one. That shit works good. You can have a hangover, drink one of them shits, and then I don't know what they put in that shit, but and it was crazy. The lady that used to own the 7-Eleven by where I used to live. She's the one that told me about it. Cause I came in one time, I was at work, I was like, oh God, I'm hungover. She said, drink one of these. And I drank it and I feel great. Bubbling crude. Omega Psi said the Cantina Band would be his theme. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. There's just it's just crazy when it comes to Star Wars music. As soon as you hear it, it just snaps you into attention. You'll just be like, oh, Star Wars. And it doesn't matter what the Star Wars music is, except the Andor shit, because I don't understand none of that shit. I don't know. Like, and the messed up thing about it is this dude is like one of the best. What's going on, Alejandro? I will do what I must. In Obi-Wan hits hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the Obi-Wan. That's one thing I will give credit to Obi-Wan. The music was pretty good. It changes. They have a theme song for every episode. So there's already 11 themes for Andor. Then that music that's in there in the show, I don't get why they did that. Like, I just don't get it. it's counterproductive. It really is. You want to have like when you hear the Obi-Wan Kenobi theme, when you hear the Bad Batch theme, when you hear the New Hope's theme, when you hear the Imperial March, when you hear Duel of Fates, you know what that is. You know for a fact what it is. When you like, if somebody played me an Andor theme right now, I couldn't tell you what it was from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have that same effect because there's so many. You got 11 different themes already. There's going to be 24 themes, and it's like, and they're just different variations. They're different variations of the same music. They just changed them for each and I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, like why they did that. But I mean, Andor is dope, so I guess it's all right. You can have one bad. That's why it can never get a 9.9 from me, because I have to take off points for the weird ass music. Every episode, points get deducted for the weird music. Oh, I got to get this fixed, man. I'm hearing myself, and it's delayed. Like I say something, and then a few seconds later, or like a second later, I hear it in my earphones. So it's like, it's messing me up. I don't. Okay, since we're getting on Andor, and we talked a little bit about Andor, what do you think is going to happen in episode 12? What's your prediction?
He's going to go try and find Luthen. I think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to go find Luthen because he's got nowhere to go. I mean, he can go back to the home planet, but he's going to get in trouble.
I think he's going to go back.
I'd find Luthen. I think either he finds Luthen or Luthen finds him and they go back.
I think he's going back, but I think he's going to go back for the funeral, and then he's going to find out what's happening to Bix, and he's going to save Bix. I think that's what's going to happen.
I mean, I could see that.
I think he's going to rally the
risk
planet.
It that much. But I also don't have that close of a relationship with my mother to want to go back. So,
Lenny said Luthen intercepts him on the way back. I just have a feeling that he's going to go back. He's going to rally the people, the whole little town, to fight against the Empire, to save Bix. And that's going to be the thing that pushes him over the edge to join the rebels. And then next season, we'll see his progression from him starting in the rebels to going to where Rogue One started. Like how he really, like all the little steps that he went. I think that's what next season is going to be about. I have a feeling that either the rebels or K2SO is going to show up in this last episode.
I don't.
I have a feeling that they are. One of the two is going to happen. I don't know so much about K2SO. I think that's going to be next season, but it might. But I think somebody in the Rebels is going to show up. And it might not even be like one of the Rebels. It could be like Bail could show up. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're going to overly do it. You know,
It might be Ahsoka as what was her name in Rebels again? Fulcrum.
Yeah, Fulcrum.
And maybe that we don't see her, but like he gets a message from Fulcrum or something happens. I also predict that we're going to find out what happens to Mom Mothma to cause her to leave. I think that we're going to get that in the next episode. I have a feeling that that's coming. And that goes, I mean, I have some news and rumors that pertain to some of the things that's going to go on in. Well, not so much of the things that's going to go on in there, but what's going to happen. Saul, Lenny says Saul. I think we might see Saul in the last episode. I don't think they're going to let dude get killed. I think they're gonna come in and they're gonna. This is all like a double trickery thing that Luthen got planned, and they're gonna show up to let that McGregor or however you say his name, how they save his ass. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be exciting. I guarantee this is gonna be an exciting ass. It's gonna be good.
Oh, what did you guys rank the episode? The last episode.
The last episode.
Holy crap! We only have one episode left. How?
Yes.
Shit.
It's like exciting and sucks at the same time.
I just
Because
don't know,
it's exciting. Krieger, yeah, that's it. It's exciting because.
Okay, when you say Krieger, that throws me off. I think of Archer.
Yeah, but that's what his name
said
is.
McGregor,
But I think
and
it's spelled
thought,
with a K.
The MMA fighter for a second, and I was like, "Since when did he come on the show?"
But
the Emperor's in more DMs, you know.
the what was I gonna say? You asked about ranking
Yeah.
the last
Yes.
episode.
Which I don't know how, based off that last episode, I don't know how they're gonna fit a whole finale into just one more episode. Like, it seems like they didn't have. I don't know. Nothing happened in 11 to build up for this finale of 12.
Well,
It
yeah, it
did.
did, because
Yeah, it
it
did.
left you on
His
a
mom.
cliffhanger. Because he
His
just
mom
got
died.
Andor looking out over the ocean. Is he gonna go back? Is he? What is he gonna do?
Don't go back, dude. Don't go back. Be smart.
Is he's going back? Come on, this is adopted
She's
mommy.
already dead. What are you gonna do?
But
Well, you see, Garrison doesn't have a heart. Cool, noted.
What is that?
I don't know. It's gonna.
Hey, man, if you're having problems with your gut, coffee ain't gonna fix that. It's just gonna want it to come out more.
It's not coffee.
Drink some more alcohol. That's what I used to do.
Fuck
Made
no.
it all go away.
It's
drink
not
you,
coffee.
drink
It's
you
like
a Bloody
chocolate
Mary.
milk thing.
Bloody Marys are great for hangovers.
Oh yes.
The last episode, I don't know, because that was a great episode. I thought it was a well mix
It was good.
of the Star Wars. They had a lot more Star Wars content. We had new aliens. We had space battles. It was just a good mix overall. Had a lot of the emotion in it because Mon Mothma is just, she's really not knowing what she's going to do. I mean, when she was sitting there talking to her cousin and she's crying and just like, I'm about to have to pimp my daughter out to save us. You know, she's really considering what she's going to do. I don't know. I'm going to have to get this one like, I'm going to have to say an 8. Because there wasn't a whole lot of action in it. The best action part was
Luthen.
basically when Luthen ship
Which
at the
was
end, which
dope,
is
by the way.
which is the dopest ship ever. Where you got 2 red lightsabers coming out of that shit, just cutting up TIE fighters. That shit was dope.
Like, I haven't seen this shit before. It's pretty bullshit, but whatever.
No, that shit was dope. That was dope as shit. So I'm
It was insane.
gonna say 8. What you giving it, CJ?
About an 8, 8.5.
8 or 8.5.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think Luthen's part in it kind of bumped that up for me because we haven't really got a lot of ship, battles.
This was like a great episode just because it felt like Star Wars
No,
to
it
me.
definitely felt like Star Wars.
It didn't feel, but it was a good balance. It didn't take away from the story, but it still had that Star Wars in there. Like, that's a great thing. So I was kind of mad at Tony. I was kind of mad at Tony Gilroy because I'm like, dude, it's not enough like Star Wars. Like, a lot of the other episodes, they were good, but it just didn't feel like Star Wars. It just felt like something different. And I got to say, he's freaking brilliant because instead of doing like some of the other episodes or the other shows have done, he let the story play and he used Star Wars to be the ringer instead of using Luke Skywalker showing up or Ahsoka or, you know, whoever, Cad Bane or something,
Obi-Wan.
Vader showing up to be the ringer, to bring that oh my God moment. He let Star Wars do that. He left out all the good key things of Star Wars, and then he's putting them in the last 2 episodes. So these last 2 episodes, we got aliens in this last episode. We got a star fight with TIE fighters, and you know, there was just a lot of Star Wars content in this episode, and he let that be the wow moment instead of bringing in special characters or any of that stuff. And I think I think he did a really good job, and I think that's what's going to happen on episode 12. That's when he's going to bring in that special wow character, and he let Star Wars be the wow character of this last episode. Because it was well balanced. It wasn't like super like over the top Star Wars stuff, but it was just enough to give you like that. Wow, that was dope.
It was really good.
So
it was really good.
So what do you give it?
Reevaluating. Because thinking of the ship scene was flipping awesome. I think it was the bit of Star Wars that we were missing. Like we missed like the space battles, and so it was nice to have a little bit more of that. Loved it. Loved seeing the fighting, the technology, awesome. But then on the other hand, it was one of the slower episodes, and it definitely wasn't as good as the last episode before it. So I think I'll say 8.5. So altogether, that gives us an average of 8.3.
That's a pretty good average. You know, we could. I guess we'll do that on Wednesday. I guess we'll do that on Wednesday. Wednesday, we should like look at our overall ratings for each one of the episodes, and then look at Rotten Tomatoes and see how close we are to matching that. I think that'll be something that'll be fun to do on Wednesday, and then we can do our overall rating of the season. Because I know Rotten Tomatoes' overall rating won't be accurate for a couple weeks, so we could always go back and look at that. But if we go through and do that, I think that would be kind of fun.
So far, critics have it at 93, and the audience has it at 83. That's like overall. So
yeah, but they should. But we got to look at each individual one, see how close we came to each individual ones. Then he said 8.9
overall, though.
Huh?
I kind of want to see how close we are overall.
Yeah, we can do overall too. That's why I said if we wait till the end of the season and then wait a couple weeks so everybody can get their votes in for the entire season. Because what did you say right now? What's the critic rate? I don't care about for overall.
Critic rate is 93 and the audience is 83.
93 and 83, and we'd have to look at our overall, because that's overall. And
I know, that's why I'm calculating it right.
Well, no. I would wait until we do it next week. Let's do it on Wednesday. We'll do it on Wednesday, because that'll be a good part for the end of the Andor. We could do that. I think that'll be cool. All right, y'all want to get to what we got? We got a what if question, CJ?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Look at CJ. All right. Let's go to the what if.
Man, you act like I've only missed one.
I'm just fucking with you, goddamn.
Man.
Calm down.
No, I'm
your
gonna be
panties out
sensitive.
of
You
our
heard
floor.
my No, I don't want to.
Panties is in a bunch.
No, they ain't no. They all comfy and shit. Fresh pair.
All right. Let's go.
It only takes one decision to decide the direction of the galaxy. A decision that will influence the outcome. But if that decision went the other way, reality as we know it would change forever. The galaxy would be on a different course. Things that have happened would cease to exist. A new narrative would be etched into creation. So we are going to analyze those other possibilities when we ask, what if?
Okay, what do you got for us?
What if there was no music in Star Wars?
Oh, fuck
Star
you!
Wars.
Fuck you, CJ!
Star Wars would suck.
Jesus
I think the
Christ.
music plays one of the best parts of Star
No, I'm
Wars.
saying what would it be like? I don't care if it's the best. We know it's the best. We don't need that argument. I want to know what would it be like? How boring would
Dude.
that shit get?
I honestly believe nobody would know about it. Like, I think it would be that bad. Like, nobody would have watched it. It never would have become a thing. I think that music is so integral to what Star Wars originally was and still is. Like, that music was just so key to it. And I think that's what made Star Wars so good.
I mean, when you have a great composer doing music and the music leads you into the scene or into the beginning of the movie, or it's vital to the life of the movie. That's like having, the original trilogy without Han Solo. It just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel the same. It wouldn't be the same. And I don't think it would be as big as it is now. It's like an engine of a car. The engine of a car has all these different components that cause that engine to run. If you take one of those components away, then it doesn't run. And that's how Star Wars is. It's a lot of great and brilliant people working together to create what is Star Wars. So if you take one of those people away or one of the components away, it wouldn't be Star Wars. It would just be some random shit. Like, what the hell is this? I can't watch this. Like, can you imagine, like, watching New Hope and there's no music in there? That shit would be weird as, like,
It'd be
we should see
boring
if we
as
can
shit.
find it. We should find one. We should make one. I bet you I could edit one. I could edit one and take out all the music in there. Let's try to watch it. Let's see if
My
we
thing
can
is-
get through 10 minutes without
I
turning
wouldn't
this shit off.
even be able to get through 5 minutes because it starts off with music.
Yeah.
That's the
I
worst
feel
part.
like-
You're just gonna have Luke
Star
standing there
Wars-
like an idiot.
And I'm saying this, and nobody take this out of context, because this is what I'm saying. If you take the music out of Star Wars would suck. It would not be good.
I mean,
And
Well,
I'm
I
not
think a
saying
lot
that
of
Star
people-
Wars sucks. Don't nobody go back and edit that shit and put it out on Instagram or some shit like that. That's not what I said. Don't take it out of context. Star Wars is the greatest thing in the world. But yeah, without the music in it, it just went. Could you imagine watching could you imagine watching that lightsaber battle without Dula Face playing in the background? Dude, that shit was. You'd just be like, what the fuck?
I think people don't
Especially
realize,
now, maybe if we never had the music and it was just out and you just wasn't used to it, but now that you've heard it with the music and then you took the music out of it, nah.
That's a good point.
Nah.
Well, I think a lot of people view music as like the background and like, oh, it's like not the movie, it's just like the background of the movie and it's not super important. No, I think the music is like a vital part to any movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Right?
shit, it's called a space opera. What the hell? It's about the music. All the rest is the benefits of it, but it's called a space opera for a reason. Because the music
does so much for the story. It's so much with the feeling, the theme, the emotions that you're getting. It draws you in. It gets you more excited. Like, I think because people don't always notice the music.
Who stole
they
the
don't
music?
notice what it's doing to them. No, but like sometimes like how the music is kind of in the background and
Yeah.
you're not really paying attention to the music, but it's still having an effect on you even when you're not actually listening to it. And that's what I think is really cool about the music in Star Wars. How
Okay, wait a minute. We got
Hold on,
to
I
figure this
gotta
out.
look at team leader shit here.
Yeah, Star Wars team leader said he stole the music. It was written in the 1900s about the planets, and he repurposed it for Star Wars.
well, good job.
Yeah, because if that's what really happened, then he did a good damn job. Cause
He gave it life.
yeah, because that shit, like, I don't think I could watch Star Wars without the music. It just wouldn't be the same. Like, so what if they took the music out of Star Wars? Star Wars would suck. It would not be the same. You know how they take music and they like people go in and they change the music in movies.
That's wrong. That is bullshit. Bullshit, team leader.
I don't know
Because I looked it up. I looked up like, did John Williams steal or copy his classical music to make Star Wars? It says, and in his case, he doesn't. John Williams writes music is written by 19th and 20th century orchestra music, but his music is original. It is not plagiarized.
Right.
Well, you don't
So
think
you can be influenced by something like a certain chord or a certain riff or a certain trumpet sound. You can take here and there, but it's not like he stole the whole thing.
Right.
That's
I don't know
what team leader's saying. Like, is it did he steal the whole score or is it just a key parts? Because every orchestra steals key things to put into their music, into their scores.
it's not really stealing. It's
Yeah.
repurposing it
for me. That's what music is.
sound.
Music inspires. Yeah, music inspires other music, and it's meant to spark, I guess, more creation off of that. It's the same thing as kind of like Elvis. Like Elvis, in the movie stole or got a lot of his influence from other things. Not that it was not that he stole it, but I view it more as like he brought honor to it, and he let it inspire
then you could say George stole the idea of Star Wars from the samurai,
or the Dune,
or that he did that, and no, he just was like that, so he incorporated it into his story. Just
so
like
he did like
Greek gods and Greek mythology and a lot of the other things that he interested him. That's what he used as inspiration to.
I think art just naturally inspires more art. It doesn't mean you're ripping it off. It just means you're having a basis.
That's like saying that we're copying Rebel Force Radio because we're doing a podcast about Star Wars. Because they were the first. We're not. The idea of doing a podcast was they the one that started that shit because they had the radio show first, and then it went into podcasting when it became more mobile stream, website stuff. But so the idea of a podcast came from whoever was the first person that started a podcast. And talking about Star Wars is just something that we enjoy doing. So are we stealing it from them, or are we doing it because we just love to do it? It would be different if you were sitting back talking about the exact same topics. So like you see Rebel Force Radio talking about, music, and then our very next episode we're talking about music. Then it's like, dude, you're just copying them. And there's so much of that going on. But I don't know. See, Star Wars team lead, even if he did, it would be very hard for him to get the awards that he gets from music creation and stuff, because they check into that shit. They're really strict about
that. And I think Star Wars became so big. If he took that from another movie,
or just from
anything, really,
like if you mimic Bach,
you took the whole
and
score.
You just took the entire score, you're not going to be able to win an award for best music in a movie if it was identical. He had to have changed it. He had to have done something different for them to consider it its own creation. Because they're not going to give you an award for copying somebody else's shit. They're not. So it has to be something different that he could have. I mean, I don't know shit, but I just know they're not going to give him an award for that shit. They're really strict about that. because they have to check into all of that before they can, when you're nominated for an award, they check into everything because they cannot give you credit for something that somebody else did that you stole. You can't get credit for that, no matter how famous you are. So I don't know. I'd have to look more into the details of that. So do we got any news and rumors for today? Everybody just shook their fucking head. What kind of shit is that? What the fuck?
Dude, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Damn, your mic is doing that weird shit again.
Hey, you're talking like the Flash. It's literally what it is.
It's whenever
All
I
right,
open up
let's get
another
the news
window
on.
to look for news.
So you have nothing, CJ?
Yeah, no, I didn't have crap for Hasbro.
Yeah, there wasn't really. Well, there's other toy stuff.
Well, I looked at others' toy stuff, but I'm not going to talk about a $400 hot toy. I'm looking at the consumer and pretty much the general basis of who listens to us. That's not going to go out and spend almost $1,000 on a figure that's the size of a desktop. I'm looking at the guy that wouldn't mind walking or driving down to a Target and spending the $20, the $30 kind of deal, you know?
Yeah. What the fuck is this?
I look out for our wallets in this hard time.
Yeah, because it definitely isn't.
Stud.
What?
It's stud.
Okay, let's see. We have. What do we got here? Everything is about Andor. Why are they bringing up that again? About the Harrison Ford reactions to Mark Hamill doing the impersonations of him. That happened a grip ago, and they're
Oh, that was a
18
long
hours
time
ago.
ago.
That shit happened a grip
That was like
ago.
my favorite video, though.
There really ain't that much. Elon Musk posts Star Wars memes on TikTok. I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know if Twitter's or not on TikTok, on Twitter. Freaking Twitter's going downhill fast.
No, the world we live in is
It really is. All right, here I got a couple of news, a couple of things. Well, I'm gonna say it's news rumors because I got it off the direct.com and they're known for saying shit is news and then it be rumors. So we're gonna take this with a grain of salt. But the first one is the Andor finally gets a recording break runtime. So Andor's season finale show 12 will be one of the longest shows that was recorded for it. And it will be, I think, 55. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, Andor season 1's final is reported to be 54 minutes and 11 seconds, including credits and excluding alternate language credits. So it's going to be, the runtime on it is 54 minutes, which will be one of the longest episodes. So
Sweet, that's
we'll
good.
see if they can pop out 54 minutes. They can do something spectacular in 54 minutes, which I think they're going to do it. I trust Tony. And then they said they basically, from rumors, Andor's final will resolve. It'll something to do with Ferrix is in a core story, so we're gonna have Ferrix there. That's kind of you're not like giving us any type of news on that. We know that it's gonna be on there.
I got some news. It happened 20 hours ago.
Ooh, okay.
Din Djarin joined Galaxy's Edge with Grogu.
Oh, really?
Yep,
That's
that just
already posted
happened
that.
yesterday.
That they took that off of
I mean,
somebody
I'm
else.
honestly surprised it didn't happen sooner. It kind of took him long enough.
What is going on?
Yeah, his mic is. Every time he opens a new page, it just freaking.
I'm sorry. I was looking at shit. Sorry.
You have to look at shit on your phone.
That's
Like
what I do
Garrison.
because
That's
I don't like opening windows. I don't like doing that.
Okay. My bad.
But yeah, I posted that. I don't know what was it, 4 days ago. On Swaycast on the website, I posted that in the news.
Was that California Adventure or is that Disney World?
It was
Because they have
says
separate
Disneyland's
drawings.
Galaxy's Edge.
This is Disney World.
Oh, it
You
doesn't
just
make
said
a difference.
Disneyland.
It's all Galaxy's Edge. If they gonna
It's
have
not
them
a
at
different. They drop them. They drop them at separate times. They do special events at different parks.
but they're going to be a crucial part of the parks.
Yeah,
That's what the thing. Grogu and Din Djarin will be, or the Mandalorian will be crucial parts of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge adventures.
J Dog. I don't know about Willow. I like it. I think my wife's more excited about Willow than I am. But
I don't know, I'm gonna watch Willow. I like the first one. First one I thought was kind of
I
cool.
don't know. I don't like when they do a lot of reboots. So we saw what happened with Star Wars. So
You're talking about 6 of them out of 9 are dope.
well, they tend to come back to something 20 to 30 years later. They tend to like.
I don't
Tank
know. Shit, look at Top Gun.
Top Gun doesn't count. It's not a Disney product.
Hey, shit, I don't know.
Top Gun is a Tom Cruise product.
The other news that I had, Kathleen Kennedy teased the High Republic TV appearance, Star Wars debut. So basically what she says, if the High Republic gamble succeeds, the story anchors in a new interconnection, intuitive stood to open up a new storytelling opportunity beyond the page, allowing publishers to evolve into an intercabulated for new characters and eras that could later appear in games or on the screen. A role reversal for the department typically tasked sustaining the interest between tentpole projects and the big screen movies that nevertheless honor the genesis of all stories in the film, games, and television. So basically what she's saying is if the books do good, we could see live action video games or animated series, which is kind of cool. Because if they could do some of the High Republic books in a TV series or a animated series or even in the game, yeah, because the High Republic, they got some good books. I like some of the High Republic books. I just don't like that they're jumping back or forward or whatever the fuck they're doing now because it's stupid. They just left it at a point that I want to know what this creature that's killing the Jedi is, and they ain't gonna tell me because they went back in time. And then, like, that's the only thing I have for news. I just had those 2 things.
That's what I was
The
scanning.
runtime. And the rest of the stuff is all mostly about Andor.
Yep.
George Lucas gave his stamp of approval on Willow. He said that it was good, so I'm guessing they let him watch it.
Well, I mean, I would hope you'd let the man who created something watch it. Just like,
But I don't know, because it's hard to believe some of that shit.
well, I don't know. Ever since he went to the Mando set and like saw Grogu and stuff, we saw those photos. Like, I wouldn't put it past him to go and like go
But
on
I
the
don't like
Willow set
believing
and then
third
watch it.
parties when it comes to saying somebody did it. So remember, everybody said that he liked the Phantom Menace, or not the Phantom Menace, but the Force Awakens. But then he himself said he didn't really care for it. He didn't like the way that they did it. Not that it was a bad story. It's his story. They just redid it. But he didn't like the way that they did it. But before it came out, a bunch of news articles was running around talking about he said that he liked it. And that's not what he said.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie about the maker like that.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't
Man's got
say
more
that.
money.
He just said, yeah. When you just say, yeah, you watch something and you say, yeah, that's not your stamp of approval. That's just saying, yeah, you remade my story. You know what I'm saying? And then he came out later saying he didn't like the way that they did it. So can you really, I don't like going off of what these reporters saying because I didn't hear from George's mouth. When Willow comes out, I'm pretty sure George will give an interview and give his true thoughts about it.
Oh, he'll be real about it.
And he's going, which I heard from just through the grapevine that Willow's kind of dope. So until we get to watch it and really get to see what they say or really get to see what happens, I mean, everything is speculation. I mean, because there were some people say that they didn't like Andor at the previews.
And then look at how Andor is,
And everybody, well, not everybody. There's some people that I've talked to that they don't like the fact that Andor doesn't feel like Star Wars, which in the majority of it doesn't.
Lightsabers, the Force, beautiful women, bullshit left and right, ships flying everywhere. That's not all Star Wars is, though. That's what everybody normally does. That's why people think it's that. It's not just that. There's story. There's depth in the story. There's so much beauty in it and darkness. Like, quit trying to be fucking tunnel vision. Look at the broader scope of what Star Wars could be, and it's going to go a lot farther. That's how I feel about it.
So I guess Gabrielle Union made some things that she would like to be in Star Wars or Marvel.
Well,
she's a good actress.
Join the club.
Yeah, with the rest of us, shit. But she freaking famous, and when you famous and you done did a shit ton of movies, you got better. You might be able to get in there compared to somebody like us.
Hey man, I will be fine just being a background trash can. Okay. It'll be fine.
And I guess she's saying she's a super Marvel. It says, Gabrielle Union, oh my God, if you don't say Marvel or Star Wars live action, you would be lying. I want it all. And you have never been even considered for any of those things. So I don't know. Maybe this is my year. I'm 50. Damn, you're 50? Holy shit. Still fine as hell. I feel thirsty. My face is holding up, my back is holding up, my butt is still high, so maybe I can still stick some ass. So maybe Strange Worlds and Inspections and Truth to Be Told that is coming up will open up people to seeing me as a completely different light. Hopefully I get the opportunity. That's kind of dope. And she's a decent actress. She plays some different shit. And then there was some scene about the Bad Batch that I wanted to... Oh. So, D. Bradley Baker teased what to expect from season 2. So, anybody that don't know who D. Bradley Baker is, he's the voice of everybody on the Bad Batch. He does a voice for everybody, but he teased a little bit... on some of the different things that's coming up on the Bad Batch. That's all. If you go to comicbook.com, actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I posted the post on Swaycast on the news part on there.
Oh, yeah,
So if you
on
just
the
go over
website.
there and click on it, it'll take
Which
you
go
to
check out the website, by the way.
Yeah, go. I'm really not intentionally trying to put out fucking hits to the website. I'm just saying, I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to sit here. Go to comicsbook.com /Star Wars /news Star Wars, and then I can't even see the rest of it. Like, just go over to the website. I'm pretty sure I posted the link to it.
Yeah, just go swaycast.com.
That's way easier to say.
You'll find it.
Yeah, but that's all the news that I had. The two biggest things is the runtime for Andor was 50. It's supposed to be 55 minutes, basically.
Thank goodness.
So hopefully they'll be able to put all the stuff that we need to get in the final, which kind of sucks, man. We got to wait till 2024 to get the second season. That's like freaking 2 years. Like, I hope that they just say, all right, let's just put it out in 2023 because the fans love this shit. Let's just go ahead and put it out. Because if we have to wait till 2024, even if it's like the beginning of 2024, that's still a year. Like, God, man, like, I love anticipation and I love building up excitement and all that stuff, but shit, if it comes out in December of 2024, oh God, or, August or whatever, that's 2 years from now. Dude, that's going to suck. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to build up that anticipation. I kind of wanted to get, because it's going to be like, damn, what's going to happen? But at the same time, it's like, dude, that's forever. Like, just so long. Like, I don't know why. It's just like with Mandor. Like, I done got...
Mandor?
Or Mandalorian. I kind of done got, like, I'm not even that excited about it coming out, the third season. Because it's been so long.
It has been, like, that's a good point. I think it's been such a long time that it is kind of losing the hype a little bit.
And I don't think that they should do that. Like, do like regular TVs, and I can't even say that. Back in my day, when I was young, the end of the season went from, whatever it was, January to June. And then 6 months, and then the next season came out of whatever it was that it was out. It never was a year, 2 years. It never was that. And it's crazy. And then you got other things that are like they end in the middle of the season, and then you wait 3 months for the damn second part of the season to come out, and then you watch that, and then it's 3 months before. It's like, dude, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, in the middle of the season, you just go end shit? The Lord of the Rings thing, the Power of Rings or whatever it's called. It's like they just ended it. Like, I didn't even know it was going to end. I just watched the last episode. I went on the next week to look the next episode, and it was like, oh, that was the last episode? Y'all didn't even... And remember how they used to be like, new season comes out on this date? They don't even do that no more. Like, you don't even know when the new season come out. They used to tell you at the last episode, season 2 premiere date, or season 2 starts 6 months from now or 3 months, or they don't even do that shit. They don't even tell you. It's like, dude, this is like, I don't get all this streaming weird new shit that they got going on. It's just, but I don't know. It's been so long for like Mandalorian. It's like, I'm not even excited to see it now. Like, it's like not that big of a deal. It's like, it's been so long. It's like, you gotta you got to like ride the hype. You know, you get everybody the hype built up about something, and then you just cut it off, and then you wait 2 years. Everybody's like, I don't even care no more. Like, I don't get why they do it. It just doesn't make you. It doesn't keep that. You're only excited for like, 6, maybe a year, but 2 years, that's just too long. All right, y'all ready to get
It is too long.
to the impossible quiz?
Let's do it.
I try to make it a little bit easier. I know
Alright,
I say that every week.
I know I got a few answers last time, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, CJ actually didn't do too bad last week.
Yeah,
so.
no, I did pretty well. I was okay with it.
I got to
You
go
got
back
2 or
and
3.
like look at all the episodes because we haven't done like a recap to see who's like got some answers. We haven't even done that shit on grip. All right, let's
Because
get
all
to
your questions have been ridiculous.
Yeah, they've been
There's
hard.
nothing to keep track of because nobody ever gets an answer.
All right, let's do it.
Oh,
So,
Stop right there, you rebel scum. Prepare yourself for the Star Wars Impossible quiz. Blast them.
all right, Kyle. Executive decision. You press the buttons from now on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I'm done. I'm not gonna press any more buttons.
I'll be fucking forgetting. So, what was you gonna say before you got clicked off?
somebody hit the damn button, please.
Oh, hit the button. That's going on a shirt.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay. Why do TIE fighter pilots rely on their flight suits and helmets?
Because it has like targeting in their helmets, like targeting things
It does,
to
but
breathe.
that's not what it's there for.
Damn it, I don't know.
What did you say after that?
I don't like they have breathing things, so does it help
Yeah.
them breathe too?
Yep, that's right.
Let's go.
If they
you
suffer
go.
hull damage, they are hooked up to a life support pack, so they won't die in space instantly. They get a little bit of time that they can survive.
I'm actually surprised by that. It seems like the Empire would be like, if you get shot down, you deserve to die.
That's what you get for getting shot.
Don't get shot down,
That's what you get.
dumbass.
Okay.
It's sad that I can see Palpatine being like that. Is that bad?
Oh, real quick, everybody. So I'm doing on the website. I know I keep bringing up the website, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm doing the quizzes on the website. So you can go to the website and you can actually do the quiz, and you can see if you remember all this shit. Because we've done a lot of quizzes, and they're all gonna be on the website. All of the quizzes. I thought that would be a cool thing to do on the website. I really did. Now I'm not gonna bring up the website anymore until the end of the show. No,
I bring it back.
Oh, now that
Oh.
reminds me, like when the Death Star blew up, do you think like TIE fighter pilots who were like in the Death Star were just putting on their suits and like jumping out the door like so they didn't get blown up?
I think the aftershock. You see how that shit blew out and came
Yeah, I
behind the
know.
Millennium Falcon.
But
Even
think
if
about it,
you,
in space, if you have a running star and then you jump into space, there's nothing to slow you down. So you'll keep traveling. You might be able to get away far enough from the initial blast.
that shit was traveling fast and
Maybe.
it was
Hey,
big.
I don't know. All I'm saying is there's a chance.
It might push them.
It's like, but think about it. It's like the same thing as like 9/11.
It's like the same
People
thing
probably
as Leia
jumping out,
floating
like-
back into the ship after she got blown out.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, people probably jumping out.
You're dead.
That was probably madness. I still think it'd be a sick show. You get like this group of clone soldiers or stormtroopers who were like on the Death Star and somehow escaped, and now we're like just like I don't know. I just want to see what was going on at the Death Star. Because that's madness, bro. Think about it. Your Death Star's exploding. What is everybody doing? They're running around like that's chaos. I want to see that.
Yeah, but I don't think they knew. They just knew that they were in a battle. They were all just sitting there
Yeah.
like, oh, the Death Star's blowing these damn shit. And we got to think about
guess
which Death Star we're talking about. Are we talking about Death Star 1 or Death Star 2?
One. I want to see the madness in one.
Or 2. Either one, I'm okay with. Honestly,
I would like to just have Vader's thoughts as he's spinning in space by
I
himself.
don't think either of them.
he's like, "Fuck."
Well, because we
I'm
got it
sorry.
in Robot.
Let's
We
get
got
on to
it.
the next
'Cause you don't-
question.
We got it in Robot
You-
Chicken.
You don't really think, like they didn't think, they thought we on the Death Star, man. You guys
That's
are about
true.
to die.
I guess they didn't,
And then all of a sudden,
like,
boom, you just blow
Yeah.
the fuck up.
It wasn't like, oh shit, it's about to blow up. We need to hurry. It was like, we're fine, and then out of nowhere it blew
Yeah,
up.
they just
I
blew
guess
up.
That's true.
Okay, why is Zeb's bow rifle so important to him?
Because it's a part of his culture.
Yeah, it reminds him of home.
You got to be a little bit more specific.
It was his father.
Because he was a part of a special division that carried it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to CJ.
that's good.
Only the Lasat Honor Guard can carry them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're the only
right. I
ones
think
that
I
get the bow
remember him
rifle.
saying something about that. I haven't seen
Yeah,
all of
because
Rebels, but I
when
think
they
I
had
remember
those
that.
two, they had
In the
the
beginning
two
of it.
Lasats,
Which was a
in Rebels,
shitty
we're
episode,
talking
by
about
the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. That's 1-1 for you guys. You guys are already doing better. Saw Gerrera's life support suit has some amazing features. What are some of those special features?
He's
Oxygen,
got like a
oxygen
little
tank.
mask, oxygen mask thing. I like that.
What else?
That's all I know.
That's
Armor?
partially right. Not only is it oxygen, but he breathes in painkiller. It's an oxygen and painkiller tank.
So he's getting high while he's breathing.
So he is getting
I
high.
feel this dude. This man is.
That's
living
why he's
the
always doing it.
dream.
He's not. If you watch him in Rogue One, he hits that shit. He ain't even having no problem breathing. he just getting high. And then also, everybody in Star Wars, Yoda's getting high. Saw Gerrera's getting high. But it also has a pressure regulator and atmospheric compensator. So he can go into different atmospheres and shit, and it'll keep the pressure and the atmosphere cool. So I'm not giving
I
either
love
one
it.
of y'all a
That's
point on that one.
Good.
After he takes a hit.
Stupid.
Okay. Question number 4. What makes Death Trooper's armor so special?
Made out of.
It's black.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if that's special.
The helmet is different shaped. Dude, they're badass. I remember seeing them in Rogue One. They're badass motherfuckers. I love Death Troopers.
Okay. The answer is, actually, let me go to the comments. I ain't even looking at the comments. What the hell? Chris, it blows a sticky icky into his lungs. All right.
All right. What's the answer?
The answer is, it is covered with a
Reflectant.
it is covered with a
Reflectant.
reflective spray that blocks most sensors. So they can sneak around shit because they can't.
Oh,
be
so they're
seen.
like special forces, though.
Yeah.
That's dope. They're so sick. I love them.
Yeah, so that's some cool shit. I learned something new. I didn't know that. I just thought they were black. I was like, they're black. They're dope. I don't know. So I learned something new on that one. Okay, question number 5. In A New Hope, we see C-3PO and R2 do. Why can't I fucking talk? Okay, in New Hope, we see C-3PO and R2-D2 use a CEC Classic 6 escape pod to escape to Tatooine. How many people can fit in that type of escape pod?
6.
6.
Yep. Yeah, that
Get out of here,
I
Garrison. I got it
CJ.
first.
Oh, see, that's the
6?
difference between you and me. You said get out of here. I'm like, CJ, we're on the same page, brother. You say fuck off, Garrison.
6
I like it.
passengers.
I want the
Let you
points,
know.
bro.
6 passengers of average size.
Oh, so no fat people. I see how it
This is the crazy thing.
We're
Remember
one
when
top
you
of the
seen
hut.
it in the movie? It looked like there was no room. It looked like they was like right on top of each other. So how can you fit
It
6
is an
people in there?
escape pod. It's not meant for comfort, Kyle.
You're not gonna be living in it. Like
Y'all gonna like.
you're getting the
y'all gonna
hell
like
out of
this
there.
Yeah, y'all gonna like this next question.
I guarantee it feels better than the cold vacuum of space.
Right. Or getting tortured. Or
One
getting
Jabba. Chris said one Jabba. Hey,
Man,
Chris,
that's
where you
me.
been
I
at?
said
Hey.
that.
Hold on, Chris. That thing wouldn't even fucking escape. It would plant down. It wouldn't even be able to fire out of the ship.
Okay. During the Battle of Hoth, there was a gun commonly referred to as the boob gun because it looked like a giant boob. What was the actual name of that gun?
The boob gun.
What?
Remember the big round ball gun with the nipple sticking out of it? It was
Dude,
called
I
the
have
boob
no
gun.
clue what you're talking about.
And you got
I
to
know
go
what
back
you're
and watch
talking
Family
about.
Guy.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it. I just laughed. I was like, that looks like a boobie.
Yeah, it looked like a giant boob. If you go back and watch the, was it Blue Harvest?
Not Blue Harvest. We have them right here. Oh, give me a sec.
Boob. I'm gonna Google boob gun from Star Wars.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, you got Blue Harvest, and then maybe what's the other one? You
Oh,
got
on
Blue
Hoth?
Harvest and what?
The one
Yeah,
on Hoth?
that's what I said. During the
It's
Battle of
something
Hoth.
something. It's something dark side. The second
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Giant boob nipple gun.
You get a breast
See,
pump pop
that's
up.
what it's referred to as the boob gun.
Had
You get
no
a big old
idea.
breast pump popping up on your Google searches.
Okay, it was the V-150 Planet Defender. That was the
Yeah, it didn't
actual name
go
of the
well.
gun.
Didn't do so well.
It
Do you know
did
what the
defend
covering
shit.
over it is called?
Huh?
Do you know what the covering over it is called?
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, it's called a bra.
The brawl.
Bra.
The
The
brawl.
bra shield.
Brawl shield. Okay. Why were droid pilots inferior to human pilots in Star Wars?
Because they didn't have instinct.
I guess you could say that, but
They didn't
there's
have
actually
the force.
terms.
They couldn't trust in the force. They had to rely on the targeting systems.
Well, so did everybody that could
Like I said,
use the
they just-
force that was
Oh,
human.
As you're a pilot, if you're a
shut
pilot,
down the mothership, all those other ships crash and are destroyed. They can't function.
no, they fixed that problem after the Phantom Menace.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yes. You gotta think. They sat back after getting their ass kicked on by a
And
bunch of
like,
Gungans.
Wow, what did we do wrong there?
You're sitting there and you're like, we have a bunch of simpletons and Gungans. We just got our asses kicked because we relied on
That's
one
true.
ship.
If you're the Trade Federation, you really have to reevaluate. Like, fuck, what are we doing if we can't beat Gungans? These people don't even have guns. They're throwing around bubblegum balls, and they still beat us. Their commander was Jar Jar Binks. You lost to that guy. You need to really evaluate your plans.
Okay. The actual answer is lack of resourcefulness and cunning.
Yeah, so pretty much just instinct all
Instinct.
around.
I can't think outside the
But
box.
I
So I
can't
got
give you
that
that because you didn't give me the exact answer.
Whatever, it's the same fucking thing and you
You
know
had to say
it.
those words.
DJ was on the right track.
Yeah,
I
he
was
was on
there.
the right track. I'll give it to you. I'll give you that one. So, wait, you got two this one?
Three.
30,
I'm at
30.
three
Mine was
now.
on the totally opposite track.
Okay, let's see. They take that long way around because the odds are too low. But tell me tell me the odd. Don't tell me the
Don't
odd.
tell me that. Yeah, true.
Okay, that's a W. Dion. In the Phantom Menace, what was referred to as a bongo?
Jar
The,
Jar.
the underwater ship, right?
Yep, that was it. I don't want to sip. I
Well,
thought
that
when I
Garrison
first
and I
seen
tried
it, when I
to-
first seen it, I thought about the fish. I said, bongo, that's the big fish. But no,
There's always
the
a
bongo
bigger-
was a Gungan submarine. So you got that one, Garrison. See, I told you I made these ones a little bit easier.
Relax. Oh.
Yeah, he played that one off good for a Sith Lord.
Real shit, though.
Oh.
Okay, young Anakin developed something that made his pod racer go almost 590 miles per hour. What made it this fast?
A
Flipping
chip.
flux capacitor.
A flux capacitor.
Doc! Doc!
This is heavy, Doc. Now this is pod
Nas.
racing.
Chris said Nas.
Nos.
Creatine. It was creatine, damn it.
I mean, Chris
He had-
is
he had
kind of
Don
close.
Toretto help him.
He said, "Toretto, help him." Chris is kind of close, though. Because I'm guessing this is what the answer is: a fuel atomizer and distribution system. So basically, that's
I know
NOS.
exactly what that
That's basically what NOS does. You just add the NOS to it. Okay. Now this one should be real easy. Y'all should really get this one. What part of a Jawa sandcrawler is referred to as a... this echo shit is fucking with me. What part of a Jawa sandcrawler is referred to as a scrap heap?
Its whole cargo bay?
All of it. 'cause
The whole
it's a piece of
ship?
shit.
The whole thing?
Sandcrawler? Even the outside?
Wait,
Looks like a
which
piece of
part is
shit.
referred to as what? The scrap bay?
Is the scrap heap.
Hey, we can't say that because that sandcrawler in Mando was hauling fucking ass.
I reckon it's like the tank that holds all the brown water, like all the black
It
water.
said,
After
so the
they take
question
shit.
is,
Stores
what
it
part
like
of
an
a
RV?
Jawa sandcrawler is referred to as the scrap heap?
The toilet,
I'm thinking it's the cargo
the
bay.
bathroom.
CJ's kind of right,
Damn it.
but it's actually
It's
the
where they
main
hold all
hold.
the droids and the stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the main hold where they
it's
have all this
The
scrap.
main hold. So it's because they call it the scrap heap. That's where they throw all the.
I
just
want to
all the
know, do
extra
Jawas
shit.
have like bathrooms on those things, like in an RV? And does it have a tank full of all their shit?
How about you call George Lucas and fucking ask him?
That's,
Hey, George,
that's a good thought.
the Jawas
Think
take a
about it.
shit.
Oh,
Is there a
obviously they have.
bathroom on that
Hold on.
sandcrawler?
Obviously they have sex because they fucked Kelly Moto. So I would assume they have reproduct. If they have
But there's got to
reproduction,
be like a bathroom on that sandcrawler. Think about it. I reckon
I always
those
think about
windows
that
at the top-
meme.
those windows at the top are like toilets, and so people can look out the window while they take a shit.
I thought that was like where their bedrooms were
No,
at
no,
or
that's what you
something.
think. No, that's really the toilets. You have a bunch of stalls like lined up, and so everybody's like just taking a shit. Like, hey, look at that! Like,
hey, I
So
see a
that
droid
can-
out
down
there.
over there. Yeah, let's go
I
get
see a
that
droid over
droid. Oh, that felt better. Oh, there's another droid. You know, like me. Ideally, we would be doing this podcast while I'm shitting, like just face up.
I mean, you could actually do that on your phone. You know that, right?
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
Because I got to go shit right now. I'm trying to
do.
mention I got to
Hurry
go
up.
shit, so hurry up on getting this episode over. So I go take a shit. Is that what you're trying to say, Garrison? Oh, I got to
Dude,
fix this shit. This
My
echo
diarrhea
is
is so
fucking with
fucked
me.
up right now. It's bad, bro. I was like in the middle of the gym yesterday. It happened. I was having it yesterday too. I don't know what the deal was. I'm literally like sitting.
You got
there,
COVID.
I'm doing a
No.
pull down, and I like pull down and like, and I was like, oh god! I like just let go of the weight and like fast walk to the bathroom. And then you walk out of the bathroom at the gym, and like everybody knows, like, where'd this guy go for 20 minutes? And you're just like the bathroom was a worse workout than your workout.
Hey, I'm sorry. Back when I used to take like weight gainer and protein shakes, oh
Yeah.
god, the protein shakes are the worst.
I
got
sweat more
that.
in the bathroom than I did lifting weights.
I used to hate that.
The good old. protein
Chris said, "Oh
farts
my
are the
God,
worst."
protein farts are the worst." My wife used to hate me. She used to be like, "Oh my God." I'd be sucking. I used to drink like 10 protein shakes a day.
All right, let's get to the next question.
That was the last question.
That was.
Yeah, that was all 10.
God,
You got a shit that bad, huh?
I do. I would say it's prairie docking, but it's not solid enough.
Turtle.
Oh God.
Got that turtle head popping out.
He's sitting there sweating, holding it in.
I have to shit.
All right, we gotta go because Garrison got a shit. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining us today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification button. Give this video a like and let people know that it was good. Leave us some of those funny comments, and until next time, remember, stay outrageous and may the force be with you.
And wish me luck on this shit.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. LightSaber Radio is produced by PicFilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcotte, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.